Hi, this is Bushy, and a very Merry Christmas to you all. Now, today is a bit unusual because it's a proper review, not an unboxing review, and it's going to be a review of this, the Sandcrawler, Lego Sandcrawler. It is a massive build, but it's not actually to scale, it's about half scale or something like that. And throughout this video I will also be giving little hints of a review of Rogue One. So this is kind of a review of Rogue One while I'm playing with this. So anyway, let's get cracking. Rogue One was fantastic. It really was. It's the attention to detail on it is excellent. When I saw actually, spoilers here. When I saw Grand Moff Tarkin, I flipped because I thought that they had hired an actor who looked so much like him that it was uncanny. But I later found out that it was a CGI image. Yeah. Anyway, it was really good, and it is actually making me cry. So towards the end. So yeah, look out for that. But anyway, let's carry on with this review. In this review, the Sandcrawler, which makes its appearance in Episode 1. Episode 1, the first film, I should say, Episode 4, New Hope. It's a really iconic scene because it's the first scene of Luke Skywalker here. This is his minifigure. There you go. And this is a recreation of one of the scenes. There is one or two inaccuracies. The first one is mainly Sandcrawler is facing the wrong way. However, they're all laid out in ways they were or whatever in the film, with the occasional exception. But one thing which doesn't actually make an appearance in the film is this. Just a sort of Jawa speeder. You can put one of these little crates on the back. Oops. Anyway, you can put one of these crates on the back. The crates is fairly simple. It's made out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, which is, well, pretty good actually. And it's really solid, you know, apart from bits when you can pop that off, but that's fine. There are 3 of these in the set. One thing that you can do with them is that you can post them through this little slot here, and they just, if I just show you on the inside, so you see it's coming through here, and you just push it in all the way, and yeah, it should fall, it should fall neatly, but it looks like it doesn't at the moment. But it should fall like that. Yeah, I'll just try that again. Okay, let's try it again. Nope. Okay, once more. Yeah, there you go. So they should fall in like that, and you can do the same on the other side as well. And moving swiftly on, I have said that this thing is enormous, and this is C3PO, and he can actually fit inside here. It's pretty impressive, I'd say, if you can hold up one minifigure underneath rather than anywhere else, but yeah, whoa. Anyway. The attention to detail is incredible. You have the cab at the top, you can actually get inside, I'll show you that later. And then you can move on, zoom out slightly, and then you can just turn it around, move it around, and then you have the back there. Sorry, the light isn't really good, of course, about now it's all sunset. Anyway, yeah, you can, this little knob at the back you can make the wheels turn. So yes. And then course, you've got all this. This I quite like because this is actually the entrance. This little bit here, so you can just pull this down like that, and then this little Java is meant to go up. It's there you go. Unfortunately, you won't actually fit that's as far as he can go. Yeah, it's really not to scale. There'd probably be nano figures who would fit, who would be to this scale, but yes. Anyway, and turning to the inside, there's a knob on the top which you can actually lower this sort of drawbridge thing with, like that. And the first thing you'll notice is the speed. You can actually just tip that forward slightly, and it can just slide down. Which is really nice, actually. It also does a sort of handbrake turn almost. I'll show you. There you go. It almost does. It sort of slides down. Anyway, moving on the inside. Ooh, it's getting scary. Hold on. There you go. Anyway, moving on inside. It is fairly accurate to the film, I have to say, but with one or two inaccuracies. So you've got the big cases which I showed you. Trapdoors, of course, which open. Sorry, that's the crane. So if the crane is there to one side, the doors won't open all the way, except if you place it exactly in the middle, they will open, and it looks like stay open. It's been a while since we've done this, but not quite, no. But you put them in the middle, then the crane in the middle, then they might do it. Of course, if you look closely at the back, you see the mechanism for turning the back wheels. You can only just see it. So just zoom in. I'm getting better with this, don't worry. You can just see it's moving. Yeah, and that is the mechanism which controls it. Yes. Yeah. And on the top we have the roof, which is, of course, you can take off. So this little bit comes off. I'd recommend holding it by the handle here. So that comes off. Like that, it's just a little piece. And then you've got the big flat piece here, which you just lift up. And like that. Put that to one side. Anyway, plug the torch again. You can see the inside, and it's pretty packed, I have to say. So you've got the crane here, which can sort of move about on the girder. And that's the way out. I'm actually passing something light onto the wall there. Anyway, this is the knob here, which controls the drawbridge. You can see the mechanism in here. So you go. It's pretty simple, but it offers a very fluid motion, and it just stops when it's all the way and it's closed fairly securely. Of course, to open it, you just turn it the other way, like that, and you can carry on turning it to bring it back up, and it is still held fairly securely. So yeah, pretty good. Then there's the indoor crane, which can lift up. There's a little support here, which I'll also put my hands inside. Oh. And so you can just put it under there and press it down to make it secure, and it will not slip down unless forced hard. Anyway, this can turn about on its axis, You can deploy it, extend the jib. In fact, you can extend it over the side, like that. And this is where one of the attachments comes in handy. And the set comes with 3 attachments. Each one, actually, only 2 of them are seen in the film itself, which are this one, which is seen very briefly when unloading the R1 series droid, and then this one is quite famous because this is the one which sucks up R2-D2 into the Sandcrawler. So there's a little peg hole underneath. Just put R2 or any astromech droid in the middle, and then bad example. And then there's this, which is a sort of crate carrier. If I were to get one of the crates from inside here, and oh, hang on, it's really got my sleeves. And if you were to put this on here, you can just place it on there and then turn these down, as it is held very, very securely. It does rattle slightly, but it can come apart, of course, because it's Lego. But that's no major fault. Anyway, we've gone. You can take the hook of the crane down and hook it on, and then lift it up. I like to think that you can actually drop it off through here. I have tried it. It's sometimes successful, but what you need to do is you need to hold it, lift. It's meant to carry things, so I'm just going to put bits of the crane in there. So yeah, half the crane is in here, and yeah, it is not very secure. As you can see, it's just coming apart there. But yeah, you can just post it through like that, leaving this poor fellow hanging. There is also, unbelievably, a second crane, which is also seen in the film briefly. This just extends outwards. In fact, if I take it to the top, you can see this here. And that is the crane, so you can just pull it out like that. It does have a sort of restrictor there, but it's no biggie. So you can extend it out to there, and you can extend it downwards as well. And again, you can attach anything. This one was used to carry the R1 series droids, as I said earlier. You can just put that on there, and the claws can actually come out and grasp things. So if we were to just demonstrate that, there you go. So with the R1 series droids here, it doesn't actually work because of the antenna. But if you were to take the antenna off, oops, down there, and you can attach that to this, close hooks around this, and you can just put the on-series droids on that. Anyway, you can just lift it up, of course, and rig it down, just like in the film. You can also take it indoors. Yeah, pretty good. I must admit that you can't close the drawbridge like this, because it'll just fall inside or fall down or whatever, as you can see. But yeah, well, it works in theory, but not in practice. Yeah. As well as taking the roof off, these doors can also open, so you can open this one like that. this one like that, and it is also the same on the other side. So these little handles, they can just lift and they stay there fairly securely. Yeah. Moving to the engine room, if we'll just get comfortable. Yeah, so in here you've got general motor. So here it works fairly simply, as you can see, but on these hooks are also where you can store the accessories. These hooks are up here. There's 2 of them there, and then there's one here. So you can put this here, for instance, on the hook here. So I'm viewing it through the screen, and that just sits there quite nicely. And yeah, also this attachment, so I haven't bothered to take the Allen series drawers off, by the way. It just goes there. That's a peculiar size. And then finally, which I haven't bothered to rebuild either, this sort of drain can slot onto here. There you go. It just held. It'll be held better if it was, no, like that. Sorry, it missed the hook, but it's held there securely, far more securely than these ones up here, which can just rattle about and things. But yeah, that really works. And of course, you can just take it off and whatever. And finally, now it's best with the light. Moving on to the minifigures. Now you did see a lineup of all the minifigures, but I just thought I'd share with you them. And where's the best now? Jawas. There are 2 types. These are both the same, and these are both the same as well. So you get 4 Jawas in total, and yeah, there. I normally put this one on the. I normally put that one on the speed because, well, why not? Because what else is it going to do apart from control room? And one thing which I forgot to mention was the control room. And this is the control room lid. You can just open this. You can actually fold back down. And this is the control room. It's fairly simple. The sticker there is possibly one of the most famous and iconic scenes there in the film. And apparently that sort of skeleton is still there in Dubai, but yeah, you can't actually see out the windows, by the way. They're just there for aesthetics. But yeah, there's the stickers. This is where the stickers are used most, I think. There are a few on the sides, but not really. Also a few on the back. But that's it. Most of them are used in here. Let's move on with the minifigures. Next we have the humans. So, Ben Owen. Oh, hang on. There you go. He does make an appearance in the film, but it's a fairly minor role. I think he plays a bigger role in Attack of the Clones, but yeah, he's the one who buys R2D2 and C3PO. Yeah. Anyway, the next human is not an Allen series choice. Where is he? Oh, there. Luke Skywalker. Of course, he doesn't have his lightsaber in the scene. That's why he has it behind his back. But he is really cool minifigure, first of his kind with this print. Of course, you can take off the wig and things, and he has a dual face. That's why I did that. That's his other face, and that is what he looks. And that is what he looks like with this on, which is quite nice. Yes. Ooh. Anyway, moving on again. We have one one of the most iconic droids, but my least favourite droids, I have to say. Gonk droid. Played by midgets with dwarf actor, but normally they are very iconic. They appears in Jedi like that. A New Hope like that. I'm not sure if they appeared in The Empire Strikes Back or any others of the others, but they certainly appeared in those two scenes. In fact, I don't know why these Gonk droids exist. Yeah, anyway. Moving on to this. I can't remember what this is called, but it's a sort of droids with lots of hands which are used for carrying tools, I believe. And this can just spin around because it's on this surface. But this is actually one of the first droids which we see aboard the Sandcrawler. So, yeah. With the little head, it sort of goes or something like that, and yeah, he's a fun droid, I have to say. Yeah, also the arms can spin around as well as the droid itself, but yeah. And now you've seen this one before, but I just thought I'd see it to you again. The R1 series droids. This doesn't actually play a massive part of the film, but you know, it's okay. It is okay, yeah. Yeah, I love the colour, by the way. Anyway, moving on to the main droids. The one which explodes are 5D4 or something like that. And this is quite a nice minifigure. Again, the head's sculpt is exactly the same as the R1 series droid, if you just compare them. Same hairpiece, but different prints. And this droid is infamous for having his head explode. This sort of thing comes out here. Yeah, it isn't that spectacular, but yeah, he's infamous for that reason. And now moving on, we have possibly the two best characters in the sets, and they are R2-D2 and 3PO, C-3PO, and the Princeton. These are excellent, and I have to pay attention to the late Kenny Baker, who played R2-D2, who died in August. And it was a bit unexpected, to say the least, but yeah, he unfortunately has died, but very sad. But C-3PO, on the other hand, plays by Anthony Daniels. Apparently they hated each other in real life, but that's ruined my childhood. Anyway, C-3PO, plays by Anthony Daniels, was at the premiere of Rogue One recently. And he's also won a gold Blue Peter badge. For those of you watching in the States or whatever and don't know what a Blue Peter is, Google it. Because they are one of the highest orders, or one of the highest awards which you can ever be awarded in Britain. Anyway, and then final minifigure. Random astromech droids. People have said that it hasn't been seen in the film. It has been seen in the film. It was seen in Mos Eisley. It just went past the camera like that before Obi-Wan and Luke were interrogated by the Sand Troopers. So, yeah, that's the only time it is seen in the whole film. And, yeah, it's recognisable now that it's in Lego, but before that it wasn't really. It was just an astromech droid. Now, so it rounds it off. I have seen many reviews of this, but one of the things which it fails to mention are the threads. They sort of rock backwards and forwards, but to a very slight degree, which you do see in the film. And to demonstrate, I have a sort of pimple in the carpets. So just drive this over. You can definitely see it dipping there and going back up. It is very, very slight, but it is still there nevertheless. Yes. Also, the treads will go on virtually any surface at all. All 8 of them go. Yeah, there are 8 of them. So go out at the back, and you can see them there. Yep. Yeah, anyway. Finally, I want to discuss cubby holes now. This does come with cubby holes. There's one here, with a barrel in. There you go, it's just a dark brown barrel with a lid on top. You can see inside slightly, not very well. And you can also open these up as well. These should just fall out of their own accord because of gravity. That one does. Does kind of as well. So you've got those 3 cubby holes there. You've also got the same on the other side. Now these barrels contain pieces, Lego pieces. So this one contains that. It's 1x1 cone. Big square one, in this case, contains a sort of Dalek piece. It is technically termed Dalek piece by the Lego community because it looks a bit like a Dalek. And finally, in this one, we have a sort of bionic hand. I wonder what these are used for. The answer is, of course, nothing, because they need to be completed with these pieces. That's the sort of binoculars piece. This is a sort of jumper. And finally, you can probably guess what this one is. It's another hand. And if you assemble them, then you can make another minifigure. Yep, that's right. Another minifigure. This one's really simple to do as well, so I'm going to try and build this on camera if I can. So, move those pieces out of the way. That's the frame. Yes, now, let's put the dark piece on the jumper. Like that. And let's put the 1x1 cone on top of that. And then the binoculars piece on top of that. It's starting to take shape, isn't it? Anyway, now we just take the hands and just put them into the sides like that. Try and get it in the middle, and do the same on the other side. And there you are, the sort of little mini robots or droids which you can build out of pieces which you find in these barrels. And I think that's a really nice touch. It really is. That's fantastic. And it's part of the design as well. Anyway, to round stop again, I'm just outside. I'll show you these cubby holes. This one here, and one here. You can actually fit a minifigure or something in there. Not how it fit very securely, but it is. Ow. Sorry for the earthquake. But I'll just show you here. It is smoothed off inside, so you can more or less put a minifigure in there, and they're hidden from view until they fall out. So, yeah, anyway, same on the other side as well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you missed. Well, please do it. And thank you very much for watching. Have a great Christmas and a very happy New Year, and I'll see you somewhere in 2017. Thank you, and ta-ta.